and we have a very special guest from Meriden, Connecticut.
Yes,
Yeah, local legend, and I recently just caught up with him. We still haven't met yet, and I'm already just very solid dude, and I'm looking forward to learning about him through
I,
this.
I appreciate you
Cause
having me on the show, bro.
yeah. Now you already inspired me off the first convo. Had I was telling my homies the day we talked, I was like, yeah, like that's the type of people like people need around. You're
Mm,
real smart, real inspiring, hardworking for
appreciate
sure. So let's get into all that you do. Like, what would you yourself call you? Because when people try to describe me, it's just a bunch of things, and I don't ever want to label somebody
it.
something when they do more than that. You know?
Nah, so I would consider myself as a hustler, a go-getter, and simply
Hmm.
entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
Like from my book to my clothing brand, to even have my real estate license. It's all something it comes in a package. And like we spoke
Yeah.
before, it's all about how I want to be remembered by my kids. Like, am I gonna leave my kids a legacy? Because tomorrow
Yeah.
not promise. So you
Mhm.
only got a certain amount of time where you can execute. So to me, every day is I'm waking up with aggression and executing it at three. Whether it's I'm waking up at 3 a.m. doing my meditating, my routine. It's all about the lifestyle, bro. And like I said, a lot of people want different things in life. I just want to be financially free and allow my family to see a side of life that they never seen before. So that's my grind.
Yeah. And you already said a lot, and that was like 30 seconds. You
Mhm.
already said a lot. So how did you get into that mindset? Where did that come? Because a lot of people don't have that
So,
mindset. And
so
I
to be
noticed it.
honest, bro, it started like when I was back at Vinyl. People don't know I went to Vinyl Tech, and that's a small technical high school in Middletown, Connecticut. And I went on to play college basketball. But a little background story, like if you from Middletown, bro, you've been around. People that go to Vinyl Tech don't really make it out. They go into the workforce. So for me, my mindset has always been I gotta break the odds. I gotta break the mold. So
Mhm.
how I did that, I made sure I outworked everybody that I was even going up against. So even going my senior year in high school, I literally was going crazy. Like, yeah, you could watch the film. Like, I don't mean to brag on myself, but you could just watch the film. Like, I was literally just going crazy.
Not
And then,
bragging. It's
and then,
Go ahead. You work
nah,
hard.
and
Work
then,
hard.
and then it got to a point where I found myself like, okay, now that you did this, you made your statement your senior year. Now, how are we gonna bring it to the next level? Because a lot of people go there and they fall off. They don't bring it to either whether it's grades, girls, they get in the way. But
Mhm.
I've always had a focused mindset where I won't let anything stop me from pursuing my dreams and goals. I always told myself I would sign a national level 10 regardless. So, making long story short, went on to play at Dean College, signed national level 10 there, and then went on to what? I went to two JUCO. So I went to five different crazy thing. I went to five different schools, bro. I redshirted at Post.
Mm.
Redshirted at Post my first year. Went to Dean College, signed my national level 10. Went to Central Maine Community College. Then I transferred over to UMA, and I transferred over to what's my last school? UMA Prescott. And people may think like that's a lot of schools, but every school I had a different mission. Like whether it was trying to inspire somebody, whether it's trying to get to another level. So
Mhm.
make long story short, my junior year, we just talk about that. Um, I really my mindset was always to outwork. So I was always getting up at 5 a.m. shooting with my teammate. And we would shoot every day. In the first 6, 7 games, I sat at the bench. So I told my teammate, I was like, bro, I'm about to go home. Like I ain't come all the way, like, mind you, I'm all the way up in Maine, so it's like 4 or 5 hours from the crib. So I'm like, I ain't come all the way up here to sit on the bench, like, and mentally. And this is the first time I'm even telling this story. So I was about to transfer to another school,
Mm.
mind you, right? So my coach finds out. Coach threatened to kick me off the team. This is the first time I ever told this story. He threatened to kick me off the team. He brings me into the office. He had to bring my teammate into the office with him. So it was me, my teammate, my athletic director, and the coach. He bring me into the office, threatened to kick me off the team because he found out. Because one of the coaches I called him saying I was about to transfer. Bro,
Yeah.
I never forget. There, I was trying to explain to him like I don't cry in front of grown men. Like I'm not emotional. I was literally sitting there, tears coming down my face. Like, bro, you don't understand like how much work I put in to get here. Like, and you threatening my livelihood now. So
Yeah.
then, make long story short, game after that, I probably scored like maybe 5 points. Still came off the bench, right? So the next, I say like that week during practice, my senior point guard body slammed a kid on practice. Like he body slam a kid. So mind you, that happens. So I start the next game, right? I've been setting the bench for the last 7 games. I started the next game. I scored 15 points, and that was it was versus a trash team. So in my mind, I'm like, this don't mean nothing. Like, so next game come, bro, had 35. They was like, yo, where the hell this come from? Like, but in my head, I'm like, I've
It's
been
been,
working for this my whole life. Like I've been working for this my whole life. So ever since after I had 35, and then it just started pouring. It was like a snowball effect. I scoring 30, 29, tied the school record for most threes in the game. And with that story, bro, it's like that's why I have my slogan brand forever be ready, because you never know when the opportunity gonna come. There's times when people are gonna
God,
get those types of opportunities and they may get those opportunities presented to themselves, but they fumble because they're not ready.
yeah,
But
yeah,
me on the other hand, I always knew that if I stayed the course and I stayed believing like I believed and praying like I was praying and just put the work in, everything's gonna work out for itself. And
yeah.
like at the end of the day, I didn't go pro, but I knew that I hadn't left a mark where I played at. And regardless, you guys, anybody that was my teammates, that story within itself will forever be a legend, because I was literally, bro, you could look at my stat sheet. It said 6'6", 7'7", 15, 35. And it's like my mindset from there is always, you always gotta be ready for your opportunity, because who knows when that opportunity will come.
Yeah. Ain't that something, boy? That's incredible. The boy just was ready, and like that wasn't. Oh man, it left me speechless for real. But that's just a testament to what you're saying.
Mhm.
Be ready. The next man, who knows, he would have just been lollygagging, not putting in that work. Opportunity would have came. He would have found himself,
Back on the bench.
hey, next man up,
Mhm,
next man up. So that's really a testament to towards your journey, and I
mhm.
definitely respect it
No, and I
because
appreciate it.
I didn't know that, so I definitely respect it. Had a 30 balls going crazy.
That man, that 30 balls went crazy. Like, and the crazy thing is, like, you really don't really realize like what you're doing until you get out of that moment. Like, and like, in other podcasts I spoke about just being in the moment. Like a lot of people, they like when they get in certain zones, even with business, like when you're trying to, let's say you got a very important deal that you got to seal. It's you have to be present within the moment. Like you can't be thinking outside of that. A lot of
Yeah.
people, they get distracted with things that's going outside that's out of their control. Me, I've always felt like if I was present in the moment and handle everything that came my way, once I'm out of that, I could deal with whatever's going on outside of that. But when I'm in the moment, bro, you can't touch me.
Yeah, ain't nothing you can do with that.
No, you can't touch me. And like I said, it's like people they don't. It's hard to really tell people this, or really, because people are hard headed. They want to do what they want to do. You know what I mean? Like if I tell somebody this story, they're not really going to fully understand it to a full effect, because they only hear it from their perspective.
Mhm. A lot of times you got to show people too.
Mhm.
That 5 a.m. in the morning thing, speak on that because, hey, it makes a difference.
Bro,
I know it makes a difference.
so it's crazy because when I was at JUCO, it was called the 5 a.m. crew. Like me and my roommate Chef used to wake up. He from Hartford. It's crazy because I met him when I was a man. He used to wake up every day, shoot at 5 a.m., bro.
And it is crazy. You met him in Maine. He right from Hartford.
Right from Hartford, bro. We usually wake up and shoot 5 a.m. every single day. And I really don't think people really understand like the importance of consistency and a routine. Because when you're in that, bro, and when you're like even now, like I found myself slacking, like I found myself getting complacent. So how did I get out of that? I had to start waking up at 3 a.m. So I said, if I wake up at 3 a.m., work out, come back to or even if I go down in my basement, come back to my room, meditate for a little bit. Now I find myself being peaceful. My day becomes much smoother. And it's all in
Hmm.
the routine, is the power of a routine. And a lot of people, they're not disciplined enough to even get to that point in their life.
Yeah, I tell you, and that discipline word, so that's another one. You have to be disciplined for a lot of things, especially if you have huge goals such as what you or I do, or if you for anything really. I can't even say that. If you want to be where you should be and what you're working for, you're gonna be disciplined. Or
Bro,
somebody else like
bro, even talk about yourself. Like I know for you being an entrepreneur, how hard was it for you to get your shit off the ground?
uh, it was a few weeks where it wasn't, you know what I mean, few sales, maybe 2 sales a week.
Mm,
It, maybe.
mhm,
Maybe. And I just kept going, kept promoting, wearing it out. I think I probably only gave a few pieces away for free.
mhm.
And like right now, I would have done that like off rip. But at the time, nah, I gotta sell it. I gotta sell it. But it was just during that time where it's like, but yeah, it would have been easier to give up. Let's just say like the net, it would have been easy. But to speak on that, even for myself, I had a cousin who had his own. I wouldn't say he had a clone brand, but he had a custom brand.
Mhm,
And one day we just made a piece for me. Somebody see me out with it, and it was my homegirl Selena Sharifa. Shout out to them. And they
mhm,
had asked me my son. I was like, nah, it's just. It's like why? And I didn't have no reason to. It's like fuck it. So I just
mhm.
started, and ever since then, boom. But you um, what was the first part of entrepreneurship do you think you step or did you step in as far as the first lane?
Probably the first name, bro, was like, probably. Well, to be honest with you, like even when I was younger, like I've always sell stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
if it was like
Yeah, could have been
candy,
King. Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah, definitely.
selling my drinks at school, like
Yeah, I was in school for that.
so
Yeah.
so all my life, like I've always wanted to sell and I've always had a passion for making money. But I don't think I really stepped into full fruition till like probably my junior year of college when I started really focusing on becoming a brand. And then my senior year, that's when I came out with the shirts, Forever Be Ready. And really just realizing like how much like a lot of times I feel like entrepreneurs we get called cocky and arrogant because of the stuff we promote or the stuff we do. But like bro, ain't nobody gonna promote you like you gonna promote yourself. So
That's a fact. Oh
so
my.
when you're on social media promoting your brand, it's not that you being cocky or arrogant. It's you trying to show the people like what you have. And
Yeah.
people will be like, "Oh, I'm tired of seeing Quinn. I'm tired of seeing." You know what I mean? But it's not even about posting it anymore. It's about you repping yourself. Cause ain't nobody gonna rep you like you gonna rep yourself, bro. Ain't nobody gonna believe in you like you gonna believe in yourself. So if you ain't gonna do it, who gonna do it for you?
Who's gonna do it for you? Not a soul. Not a
Nobody.
soul. I tell man, yo, you preaching. Like nobody is gonna work as hard as you for your thing than you. You have to go that hard. You have to.
Exactly.
And and it's a good thing you brought that up because even when you're talking about numbers, when you say, all right, this is what we did in this time, or this is what we did at the end of the year, that's not me bragging. On Yahoo Finance, you can go to any company in the world that's on the market that you
Mhm.
can invest in. They have their numbers out too. But so how? So how? And then you think about it. You putting out your numbers like that, especially if they're good, though that potentially brings other companies in. So
Mhm.
again, it's not the little picture; it's the big picture. I'm not thinking about. I'm thinking about other business. Because if this business come in and I'm able to, come on, Tesla, come on,
Yeah.
Elon Musk want to stay smooth. Tesla, hey, come, yeah, he knows the way. You know what I mean? And then you present your numbers, and then other people, the consumers now per se, are even more intrigued. Oh my God, so many people supported you or bought this or drunk this. Wow, it must be really good. And it's not being caught, it's just knowing how business works.
Yeah,
So to certain people, it's gonna be that.
but you gotta understand, bro, also that for ordinary people, they don't think like that. They think you think that you just always posting about yourself and you just like, bro, I've been called you. I can't tell you how many times I've been called arrogant. But at the end of the day, I say, okay, if I am arrogant, it's cool because I'm doing it for my business. I'm doing it for me. Like I'm not doing it for nobody else.
Yeah,
I don't have girls or guys calling me telling me, "Hey, let me promote this for you." I don't got that. I don't got TV sponsors calling me saying, "Hey, I'm gonna promote your brand." No, so who's gonna do it? Me, because it's my vision, it's my goal, it's my dream, and
yeah,
if it fails, it goes back on me. It don't go back on anybody else. So
yeah.
I have to take pride in that.
Yeah, yep. And another thing I want to get back to, and your brand is called what? Forever,
Forever be ready.
and that came from literally your actions, and
Yes.
like from that's, and honestly, I can say that's how my name
Hmm.
or brand like came about per se in a way. Smooth Hef or whatever that was actually given to me in my high school from my OG.
Hmm.
Shout out Keith. He just seen how I was moving, and it was a smooth maneuver. Just from, and I'd like to say smooth or stay smooth. It's a lifestyle. It's how you talk, how you communicate, how you move, and just how you carry yourself. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's just more than all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just the organic way. And then, like I said, to stay smooth was organic. It wasn't for the the girl seen it and she said, "Hey, why didn't you?" And it was just from there. It
Hmm.
wasn't nothing forced, and it just came from a lifestyle. So I mean, I can't. I was about to bring up polo and be like, when you think of polo, nah, they thought of that horse. You know what I mean? But this right here, it was straight from literally a lifestyle, and that's what I respect about what you're doing because that just came from there. It wasn't you randomly made up. No, I'm living this. This is like, but now I'm bringing it to the world. I'm
Bro,
not. I'm not
and
the
that's
one.
one thing, and that's one thing that I found out, like, I want to say like a couple years ago, is that people see the real authentic stuff. Like they could filter through who's fake and who real. So if you really live in a lifestyle where, like for instance, you smooth, bro, I could tell you smooth just from our conversation that we had. Like you a real just smooth dude. Like, so your brand fits you. You feel what I'm saying? So people can see that. People can see that authenticity. A lot of people, they live a talk, or they walk a walk where they don't live everything they talk about. So with me, I never been that type of dude.
You ever see somebody wearing Nike, but they ain't just do it?
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's like I never been that type of dude, bro. Like I have to be so authentic within myself because I have to answer to me at the end of the day. Like when I look myself in the mirror, bro, I have to say, what did I do today that made myself better, or whose life did I impact?
That's because you said you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for, and that's why you could look yourself in the mirror and say, "What did I do today? How did this make me better?
Mhm.
Did this help me grow in this spot? Did I connect with anybody? How our days can't be
And
well. I did
And one
this.
thing, and one thing I want to say is so many people live their lives, their whole lives, trying to fill somebody else's expectations of them instead of doing things for themselves. So by the time they 90 years old, bro, they've been living somebody else's life instead of living their own life, and they can't do nothing about it because you can't get time back.
Yeah,
So at the end of the day,
you can't get
you
time.
have to you have to do whatever you want to do. You have a limited certain amount of time, bro. And like, I don't get me wrong, bro. When I had a car accident last year in March,
Mm-hmm.
bro. No,
Like,
no lie, no lie. I shouldn't have made it alive. I shouldn't have made it out alive. No lie.
oh, it was one of them
It,
God saving ones.
yeah, yeah. It was one of them. It was one of them. Like I was on the highway, dude hit me from behind. I smashed into a cement divider on the highway. Total loss. Car total loss. Walked out of it without a scratch. One of them, bro. I
Mm.
came, and when that happened, I realized like tomorrow ain't promised. Like if I have to do everything today that I want to do, in order for me to go to sleep at night and say, okay, Quinn, you did everything you wanted to do today. It's cool. Cause I can't go, bro. I can't go to sleep no more without doing everything I wanted to do that day. Like it don't feel with me. Like I used to live up to other people's expectations, but now I found myself being in the business world. I don't got friends like that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't got friends. Like I'm sitting here talking to you. Like I can't remember last time I went out and hung out with somebody that's like, yo, that's my dog. Like I got mentors,
Yeah.
but I don't really have friends because we don't see eye to eye on the same things. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't got no beef with nobody. But when it comes to just my everyday life, I'm just on a different page, bro. I'm just on a different energy.
Yeah. And we can always speak on how being around the wrong crowd or just being around regular friends in general can bring you down. And I say bring you down as just far as the mindsets, the conversations. Why are we always talking about the past? Why aren't we talking about the future? And
Mm,
that's the thing with mentors. It's just I'm assuming business, relationships, and mental, and then physical.
mm.
Oh, of course, financial. But yeah, so that's the difference. Can you elaborate a little more on what those relationships are between friends and mentors and per se, as far as what it could have done for you to cut out or not have as many friends and
So basically, bro, my friends like I have a bunch of friends. Like I play college basketball, so
mhm,
I've always had people that always wanted to be around me,
yeah,
right? But the difference is when you're around certain individuals, and as time goes on, and you still see those same individuals in the same place at the same time doing the same things,
Mhm.
something has to change. Like, let me give you an example. My mentor that I work with my real estate, I met him back in 2014, 2015.
Okay.
He lived in a condo with his European wife. She's from overseas, right? That's when I met him. Fast forward, I graduated college, what, 2019? Yeah, I graduated 2019. I went to his house for the first time, bro. He's in a whole private neighborhood with two kids, well off. Don't nobody know where he live at, bro. And I'm looking like he went from a condo
Mhm.
to this.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's as plain as day.
Not 5, 6 years. That's not a lot of time.
No,
That's
it's
not.
not at all. And it's like I see it with my own eyes. But don't get me wrong, like I commend people where they try to change and there's certain circumstances they
Mhm.
can't. But I just found myself being around the same people that's doing the same thing and they not going nowhere. And then as you start to elevate in life, their energy start to act funny. Now they looking at you like you too good for them, or you feel or they feel like you are what's the word I'm looking for? Like you put yourself on a pedestal, like, but it's not even about that. I don't put myself on a pedestal. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. My mindset is just different. Like I'm on a whole totally different planet.
It's as simple as that. It's a mind state. Yeah,
Exactly. Like
we grown up in the same place, grew up doing the same things, but the difference is the growth and then the mindset.
exactly.
Yeah, it's that simple. And just to speak on it and share advice, because if people know me, they know my background,
Mhm,
and they probably know who I be with. Like them is all family, but I know you don't see me with them all the time,
mhm,
and that's not because of what they do. It's just the mindset and how I'm. I
mhm.
know I'm there all the time, like, doing this with them all the time. How, where is that gonna bring me?
Exactly, bro.
What is that doing for me and mine? Don't get me wrong. I'll come around now and then. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good to get love and
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, you say, all right, well, what did that do for me?
And don't get me wrong, like I said, I don't feel like I'm too good for anybody. Like, but
Hmm.
I've always believed in being at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm sure you had friends in the past that was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and now they're not here no more. My thing is this, bro. To be honest with you, between me and you, this is the first time I think this is the first podcast I ever told anybody this. To this day, I have never drank and never smoked a day in my life. And people say, but you have friends that you around it. But it's not that I'm too good for it. It's just I have a different mindset. I don't need it. I can't I can't I can't dig with somebody. Yeah, I can't dig with somebody that is in the always in the view. Like I'm not like that, bro. I'm real smooth. I'm always in the background observing everything. But like I
That's
said,
like paid with Mitch and them.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
born
always
with you. I just like funny. I'm born. Hey,
I'm just observing everything. But like
yeah.
I said, you just gotta have, like I said, Pete, and like we spoke before, people don't have any morals nowadays either. So when you have a relationship with somebody where they come from a background where there's no morals for them, like they'll do anything for anybody for at any time for a certain amount of money. It's like at one point in time you got to cut your losses. So as I continue to elevate and grow, I've accepted I've cut my losses, and it is what it is. Like I don't really care what nobody think about me no more. It's like I don't got nobody to impress.
Yeah, 'cause it's all in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, much respect on that too. So you started with your clothing brand, I would say first in your entrepreneurship.
Hmm.
What do you think or what came second?
So the second was the book. I
Yeah,
wrote
let's
the
get
book.
into that.
I wrote the
Please drop the link of where we can find it, where we can get it. And
definitely. I'm gonna send it to you. It's on Amazon called Tuesday and Blueprint. And I wrote it during quarantine last year because there's a lot of sucker behavior that's going on, and like I said, it's it,
pardon now.
it, and people guys they when it comes to women they don't they don't understand how women really work. And like I said, when you don't have morals, you don't have boundaries, you'll do anything just to get some ass. Excuse my language. You do anything, right? But
I
when
seen
you're
people go to camp,
exactly,
yeah,
but when you're a man with morals and boundaries, there's a rule book that come with that. Like bro, I
yeah,
would like to be honest, like for example, a man you was talking to a girl at the same time, right? I would never go to her and say, you know what, don't talk to him. He talks to so many girls. But I
yeah,
see it done to me all the time. And it's just simple principle like that. Like people just don't they don't care anymore because they're all about how they can get it. But like I said, I would never use another man's name to get some pussy. I'd never do that because that's like I said, that's morally unethical in my book.
corny behavior, very
Yeah,
corny.
yeah, but like I said, dudes do it all the time
Yeah, a lot
because
of
they don't have no moral boundaries.
yeah. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? So it's like the reason why I came up with the book. I literally have a whole written manual on how to when you get a girl, how to treat her, how to talk to her. Like you got dudes out here hitting women just cause like, and it's like just because you hit a chick don't mean don't ain't gonna show you that she's it's not gonna show her that you're strong. Like that's no sign of strength.
Yeah,
But
nah.
dudes in their head, they can't control their emotions because they're emotionally stable. Why? Because they don't have no moral background, bro. It all starts from the ethics. It all starts from
I
how they
like
was raised. Like, you know what I
that.
mean? It come full circle.
See what you did there. Yeah,
You
I
know what
like
I
that.
mean? It all
Mm-hmm.
comes full circle. Like with me, I know I'm at peace with myself. I'm cool. A woman would never see me act out of character. You know why? Because I never allow myself to get to that space. If a woman does something that really aggravates me, I step back from the situation. I reevaluate me and her. And me and her, is it if it's worth working out, cool. If not, I move on, keep it pushing, bro. I charge it to the game. Like
Yeah, definitely.
there's no like me outlashing or yelling at her having a shower match. What's that gonna give me?
Yeah,
A headache?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
come on, bro. Like, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you see it all the time.
Yeah. Oh my God, man! I tell you, it's just to speak on that even more with me. I'm like I, I just I praise myself in a way because I'm most females like there's probably just one ex, just one out
Mm,
of a few, you know what I mean, only has seen me upset, and from that I say I never let like I should never be upset. Like if you my lady, like we supposed to be here and we like this, I shouldn't be there. If I see myself getting there, like you said, let me agree. Let me. Okay, so this is what this is. And all right, well, damn. Now let me think of did I do something to get her like that? And if I can't think of it, then all right, cool. Let me because I know I just would rather not be in that state. And it's like if this your partner, you probably shouldn't be. You know what I
mm,
mean? And especially if I don't want to blame it on age, but a lot of the times when we're younger, we be in relations that don't last forever. They're
mm.
like versus our grandparent generation, and that different.
Bro, and even comes to a point like I even look at it like my situation. Like one of the girls I used to talk to, bro, banging body, right? Instagram model, all that.
Yeah,
And she said to me, she said, you know, I want you to come down here and put everything in your name because I have a horrible credit. And in my head, I go, you have the most amazing body, but your mindset is off. Like you rather spend $1,000 on some shoes than pay your credit card bill. Like, bro, it don't add up. It don't add up. And that's what I'm saying. Like me nowadays, yes, yes, the sex was amazing, whatever.
yeah,
But that can only bring me so far. And
yeah,
I was
yeah.
even thinking about it today, like even when I decided to have a kid, bro, it dawned on me like I have to know her. I have to know how her mindset is because I've always said like my son or daughter, if they fall in love with the game of basketball, I'm gonna push them to a point where they're gonna go D1, right? But what if I'm in a business meeting and their schedule is to train at 5 a.m. every day without me? But I said, let's say I put them on that schedule. Will my lady be disciplined enough to get up at 5 a.m. and wake them up out of bed and go make them train? Or would they allow them to sleep in and she's just gonna sleep in and they's gonna miss the training? Like I be thinking about that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I really do. And and like I said, some guys they like don't get me wrong, like like you got your lady, whatever. I mean, you got your kid, whatever. Like so be it. But my thing is like dudes just be out here just nothing, anything and everything just because, just to do it.
Yeah, and that's the worst. I feel like that's the worst possible thing to
You
do.
know what I mean?
It's the worst, boy. Because
And 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 they don't even know the chick. And
yeah,
half the time they don't even know the chick. And then they gotta deal with this for 21 years for the rest of their life, or 18 years. I don't know whichever one it is. But it's like,
did it? It'd be longer than 18. I tell
yeah,
you.
but that's what I'm saying. So when they're in that situation, like, bro, to me, I'm at a point in life where I have to evaluate everything. Like maybe where I'm at, bro, it's like some people not there yet, but I'm just at that point where it's like I think about everything. Like
Yeah,
I really think about everything. Like, I reevaluate my whole life, and I really like I envision myself where I'm gonna be in 5 years. And the particular chick I'm talking to, if she can't get me or help me get to that point where I want to be, and I can't help her, there ain't no really need to talking, bro. I'm just being real.
yeah, I'm big on that. If she can't help you, and especially like I would expect my lady to look at it the same. If he can't help me in this way, then what am I here for?
Mhm.
Um,
And
yeah,
even in business, bro. Let's talk. I know we spoke a little, but we're gonna have a separate podcast about this. But just even in business, bro. Even having a lady in business, right? Let's say you talk to a chick, but she don't recognize how valuable your time is. That messes up everything.
every-
You know what I mean? Because time is money,
time. How important is time to you? How,
bro.
the most important thing in this world.
Bro, I don't waste my time no more. Like people be having like this. What I'm saying, like I have a planner that I schedule everything out, like literally everything. Like, I write everything I have to do.
Mhm.
If I'm not doing those things, bro, I'm not sitting here trying to like dudes be having 3 hour conversations with a girl on FaceTime. For what?
Imagine.
For what? What is that gonna get me?
What are we talking about? I hope this
Exactly.
is this.
Exactly. What are we talking about? And half the time after they get off the conversation, if I'm just being real with you, after you get off the conversation, she going to see somebody else after that. That's on his grind.
These
So I'm
days,
just being real. I'm just being real because I've seen it with my own eyes. You know what I mean? I've seen it where girls will be talking to a dude and then call me later talking about what you doing.
yeah,
But they got a whole dude on the side. Like, don't get me wrong, I've never been the one to mess up a happy home. But it's just the principle, bro. I know how women work. And I don't know if dudes don't get it or if they don't just are blind to the fact that you have to stay on your grind. Women want what they can't have. If you're always available, then she obviously gonna start pursuing something else real soon.
yeah, that's I don't listen. I don't never want a lady that's too available. Oh,
It-
that might get me in trouble. But if she's too available, even if a dude is too available, you know what that tells me?
he ain't got nothing going on.
They ain't got shit going on for them. They ain't trying to do shit. And what? How does that help me? I know what I wouldn't do. I know how much, but let's just get back to how important that time is, because a lot of the time people like you said they just don't get it. But okay, let's bring them into an example of a day of an entrepreneur. All right, so let's start. I'll start my days entrepreneuring, and then let's hear you go.
All right.
He's better than me. He wakes up. He do it 3 a.m. All right, that's cool. You got that. I love that too. I love that. I'm gonna get
I
there.
appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. So I try to wake up at 10. First thing I do, and mind you, 10 is late. Someone's already outworking me at
Mm,
8 p.m. I'm working on it. I can, first thing, telling yourself, letting yourself know, don't be in denial. I have a cool 10 a.m. I pray. Sometimes I meditate or pray. Meditation definitely helps. I advise if you don't, you can go on YouTube, look up guided meditation or meditation sound. It'll for
mm,
sure help. And it's just to clear your mind and help you envision about where you want to be and how you're going to get these things. Or that's for guided meditation, but per se. So, all right, I do that and that helps. That helps. So I do that. After that, all right, cool. Now I should have that planner, but I kind of just tell myself the night before, all right, we're doing this first, we're doing this next, we're doing
mm,
all right, cool. So let's knock up the orders early. Let's knock up the orders that we have for that day, for the upcoming week. Try to get ahead. All right, cool. We'll do that for 2 hours or so. Now we got work. Now we got the job that we use that money to invest in our business.
mm,
We want to. Cool. All right, you maybe do that 7, 8 hour shift. Work afterward. Now you're back to your business. You're back to, you may say, all right, this part we're gonna do marketing here. We're gonna do research. How do we find this? Oh, let's put a real example. Just the other day, how do we get this grant that the SBA just put out?
Mm-hmm.
It's a grant for LLCs, social superiors, contract independent contractors, and there's another one. Okay, so boom, I hear that. I have both. I have two. I have a social superior and I have an LLC. I'm lit. Okay, cool. How can I get to that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the research put in for that. Mind you, all YouTube. Please look through YouTube for anything you need. I'm sure it can help. There's a college versus YouTube debate that I want to have with somebody because I feel like YouTube has everything.
No,
You
I
can
do.
They do. All right, but let's keep going on that day. So I said work after work. All right, boom. When did you hear me say, all right, this I'm trying to chill the shoulder? That time might not be there. That
Mm-hmm.
time might not be there. Because it's priorities. I know if I'm being with that shorty, especially if she ain't helping me with the business, how does that help me get to where I want to be?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's the main thing. You gotta know where you want to be, or have at least have an idea, and then have the things where you know you want to get. Like, if I do this, all right, this is gonna help me do this way. All right, if I go to New York, more people will know about Stay Smoove. If I go to Wisconsin, I heard Wisconsin they buy the most books. If I have a book showcase there, maybe you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So it's little things like that. And then all right, so we after work after work. I didn't say it, shorty. Well, damn, when do you sleep? It looks like late. It's 2 in the morning. You're still doing work. All right. Well, didn't you just say you wake up? All right. Well, yeah. Sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrifice. And that's my day as an entrepreneur. That varies. I might switch that up. I didn't even bring in my child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I, it's timing. Time when
Mm-hmm.
I'm with her, that's my time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so sometimes you can't even afford to have those out. I didn't even say go with friends. I didn't say um to do it. It's all about a sacrifice at the end of the day, especially if
Mm-hmm.
you know where you want to be. But let's get into your day.
So,
Let me put the charger.
definitely, definitely.
All right, yeah. Speak on that entrepreneurship.
So, so my day it really started out. I try to wake up at 3 a.m.
Mhm.
Some days I'll be late, waking up at 3:30. But as soon as I wake up, I have a journal next to me, and I literally says, "What are you grateful for?" So literally just write out everything I'm grateful for. As soon as I wake up, I don't even touch my phone, bro. I literally write as soon as I wake up what I'm grateful for. That puts me in
That's
a headspace.
admirable. I
That,
can
that puts me in a mind space where as soon as I wake up, like people
grateful
people really
God and
don't
gratitude.
people really don't understand like how fortunate they is even to have running water like in a crib. Like we take that for granted. Like these people don't even have
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? So I do that, and then I have a daily planner. So I really write out all my tasks for the day. So then after I do that, I go do my daily workout routine. So this is in the morning, though. So I try to do like 100 push-ups because I work out after work too when I get out. But so do like 100 push-ups, whatever. Come back to the room, meditate. Then if I let's say I got work at 7, and I'll finish around 4:30. I take a quick shower, go back to sleep, and then go to work. So I'm at the job from 7 to 6, regardless every day, right? So as soon as I get home, I work in Hartford, so go back to the crib in Marion. That's a 30-minute drive. So every time I go back to the crib, I don't even listen. I recently started this. I don't listen to rap music or R&B anymore. Just straight podcast.
Because it,
Yeah. So
oh,
so
yeah,
so
yeah,
so so,
yeah,
so it's a cleanse. No, so it's a cleansing for me. So I'm literally trying this for like 30 days. I'm just trying to. So even on the way home, I'm either having talks with God or just listening to podcasts, just trying to cleanse my mind, just seeing how my day just affected more in a positive way. So I get back to the crib. So I probably have a podcast or two scheduled,
Mhm.
and so I do that. By the time I finish that, it's like 7:30. So then I have already have videos I have to edit to post on social media. So I gotta go edit those.
He edits his own work.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I edit
he
my
just
own videos. Finish that around 8:30. So mind you,
Tell them how long editing can possibly take.
no. See, people don't understand editing. You got to break down everything. Like, let's say if you have a guest on the show and the dog bark or something, you got to literally watch the whole clip, crop that out, and then make it one again, and then process it. And then after you process it, you got to burn it to an MP3. And then after you burn it to an MP3, you have different websites that you have to put it into to make it available on Apple Podcasts and YouTube. So it's a whole process. But
Yeah.
so
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just know that that was a lot that the average person is not going to understand. They editing, oh, one or two. No,
yeah,
this is
no.
tedious work. This
Nah,
takes.
yeah. Like I would hire somebody if I could, but I like my money in my pocket, so I'll just do it myself until I get to that point where I hire somebody. So yeah, so I do that till like 8:30. Now go eat dinner with the fam, try to spend some time with them till around like 9. Like 9, I would say like 9:15. I go and do another workout downstairs. And then by the time that finished, it'd be like 9:30, 9:45. And by the time I come upstairs, shower, bro, I'm in bed every night by like 10:30. Like no lie, I'm asleep by like 10:30. But it's a overall process of having a daily routine is something that I found that is more powerful than itself. Like when I just wake up whenever, for me, I feel like my day just goes wherever. Like I don't have any control over the day. But once I wake up, once I wake up and I do my gratitude and I do it in my planner, everything's structured. So a chick hit me up, oh yeah, I want to come see you. I can't. I gotta do this. Or if somebody say they want to hang out with me, I can't, bro. I gotta do this. I have prioritized, like you said, priorities first. So now that I have this thing I have this schedule, it's like I don't really have a life anymore. Like people think because of quarantine, people not working. Like bro, my schedule is so busy. Like,
Yeah.
I refuse. And don't get me wrong. Like, I understand some people they got health problems, whatever, so they don't want to go out and risk not working, whatever may have you. I get that, but I just refuse as a black man to be handed on anything. Like, I don't want to find 100 from the government every week. I'd rather go out and get mine and make more than that. You know what I mean? Like it feels better with me. Like it sits better with me. Like don't get me wrong, everybody love free money, but at the end of the day, it's a handout. And the way I was raised, my parents ain't raised me to take handouts. Like we grind for everything. So that's just my day in a nutshell.
Impressive, man. Definitely impressive. And Lord, we're definitely like people. We're definitely gonna come back to that relationship topic, because I feel like we both have more to speak on that, and I
Mhm.
believe we will also bring on another woman or possibly two to get their side of it and talk about it. And who knows, they might agree on it or tell us no, you can do this, and I'm gonna still say, nah, I don't got time like that. But it'll be good. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Definitely.
But I want to get into that. So it went from clothing to the book. Okay. Oh yeah. Say you said Amazon. We can get the book.
Yeah. It's on Amazon. You can get it. I'll see the link for you so you can put it in the podcast script.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So yeah, definitely gonna be able to see that and definitely support Black business, especially I'm an older one personally.
Mm,
Gotcha.
I appreciate it.
But let's get into real estate. Your mentor put you into that, or you had
Yeah,
to?
so it's crazy because dude, I knew him since, like I said, I was a senior in high school. So and I said like a junior. I remember my junior year, and really like it says something about somebody that will wait for you until you get to that point where you could get your license. So I got my real estate license. I want to say I took the course. I want to say my sophomore year in college, and then I just got my license because I was busy with basketball. So I got my license like this past year. And like it's crazy because he literally waited for me to pay to take my course and get my license. Now he working with me, and to me that says something about a person. Like regardless, he could have went on and hired anybody else to do business with, but
Mhm.
this us having that connection is I like something that I appreciate forever.
Yeah,
And
that gets real. It's literally leading by example.
yeah,
I think of that and I already see what you're gonna do for the next generation, if not already doing.
yeah.
Just you learned, oh my God, that gave me chills. Keep going.
And just like even like don't get me wrong, like even my people at vinyl, like Juwan and them, like those are all my little bros. But it's like I set the example, and whenever they need something, they know that where they could find me because I never make myself untouchable. Like people could reach me and
Yeah.
I could give back, and that's my biggest thing. Like I want them to be inspired. So when they look at my story, like when I'm gone, they'll be like, "Yo, Quinn really did this. Like, if he could do that, I could do this." Like, and it inspires them to get grinding. Like, that's my biggest thing.
And then the fact that they can still reach out, it says another thing. Look, I tell you, when you have access to somebody, you think you could do somebody, all you need to hear is the right, oh yeah, yeah, pull up. We'll talk about it right now. And
Mhm.
it sparks a plug.
No, definitely, bro. And like I said, some people change with success. That's what I found out. Like when they get to a certain amount, a certain statue, they feel like they're too good for people, so they start to change, and you can't reach out to them. Maybe, I,
Oh, hold you're saying that from the outside or
yeah,
from, oh, okay, yeah, keep
yeah,
going.
from the outside, like for me, I never want to be to a point where if I'm cool with somebody or they feel like they can't reach me because I've made it, like I never want to have that feeling because
Mhm.
I know how it is. Like I know how it is when you know somebody when they get big and then they don't know you no more. And it's not like you just like that could really mess with somebody's head. Like because if you was cool with them and then they blow up and then now you just nobody and then you start to think like maybe I did something wrong. I never want to have that feeling or allow anybody that knows me to have that feeling about me. So when I get back to the community in 2 3 years, let's say if I open a own gym and I want it to have an impact on the community where everybody comes to this all love like because like I said, it's all about giving back for me. I want to inspire somebody that's well 5 6 years old, they could look at my story and be like, Quinn did this at 19, 20, 21, 22. Like everything there was no handouts. He grinded for everything. And
Right.
at the end of the day, I hope when people see my story, and I'm working on the second book too, talking about in the minor college athletes. Once they read that and they really see what really went on, it's like, damn, like they can relate and hopefully it inspire them to become something that they want to be.
Mhm. That is huge. Um, just hearing that, I love that. Definitely, I usually throw summer events. Wow, I usually throw charity events in the summer.
Mm.
Because of COVID, we didn't do it last year. But I would definitely love if you could participate at the
No,
next
definitely,
one.
bro.
Whether it be just being there or talking about, you know what I mean? If I
No,
could get you
definitely.
out,
No,
I'll,
definitely, bro. We could do something like you just. I'll put up half the bread. You know what I mean? We do something, and like I said, that's to me. It's all about giving back because
mhm,
my mentor, what he is to me, what he still is, was everybody don't have that access to somebody like that, and everybody, they some people have to pay to get access to somebody. I don't ever want to be that somebody. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I don't know you, yeah, you may have to pay to like get access to me, like you know what I'm saying. But if I knew you back in the day and you look up to me my whole life, I never want to. You don't have to pay me a dime, bro, because I'm giving you all this knowledge because somebody gave it to me for free. So now it's my job to pass what I know on to them.
absolutely, absolutely. Whoa, that's hey, bro, that's incredible because I can literally definitely relate. Like, my mentor is Malik Pemberton, and he had a program in our school,
Mm,
um, with another guy. He recently just passed. Shout out to him. Incredible mind, incredible knowledge. Um, Forever inspired by the both of them. But I feel like I just related to Malik more just because I was around him more and he was closer to my age than, you know what I mean?
mm,
But he literally just set the example. Like he got a program for he was able to be in the program and just changed the people that was in the program's mindset. Me, like forever. Like, I ended up going to HBCU kind of because of that. Like, and
mm,
I it's crazy how it worked. It put it like this: you don't ever learn about Black history in this school. Like, I'm
mm.
sure you ain't. Like, no offense to
I,
Vinyl,
I
no
went
offense
to
to
Vital, bro.
you.
You know
Yeah,
that, but like I said, it's all about the people you inspire and the people that you could like. I want to touch as many lives as I can, bro.
mhm,
Like regardless of how much money I make, I always want to be able to somebody look back and be like, damn, like because of Quinn, now I'm doing this. Like,
yeah.
and if I could do that, that's all that matters to me. Like, I don't really care about none of the accolades. I don't care about none of
It's
the stuff I did. Like, I don't want people to think of me and put my name like as in being too good for something. Like, I don't want no trophies, bro. I don't want none of that. I just want if I can inspire people and touch people's lives, that's the only thing that really matters to me at this point. And I feel like I've only gotten to this point because of my growth and maturity over the years. Like I didn't think like this 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now I'm thinking about how I'm gonna leave my legacy. Like and like I said, when I have my kids, how I want them to see that all these people, all these group of followers that I have, I've touched them and they're able to do the same thing, whether it's write a book or have a podcast or even the simple things like get their real estate license, bro. Like, you know how many people is dreaming to do that, but they don't have the aspirations to do it because they
And
just programmed like
say
that.
how old you were when you did that. Say how old were you?
Bro, I was when I got my license, I was what, 20, 23, 23. I
Young,
wrote my
young.
first book at 20. Published I self published my first book at 23. Know what I mean?
Self-published his own book at 23. I'm
That's what
sure a lot of people have questions upon that themselves, and I'm sure he'll be able to answer that if you have questions. Just like he was saying, you can hit him
yeah.
because that's probably something I want to know too.
Yeah, for
Hey,
sure, bro.
yeah,
We could definitely chat off camera. I'll tell you everything. But like I said, people think writing a book is a hard process. I mean, it is when you don't have like the the knowledge of how to do it. But once you find out and once you put everything together, it's like putting the pieces together to a puzzle. Like I didn't pay not one person to publish my book. I did everything myself. You know what I mean? I had my big sister edit it. I did pay somebody else to just edit it and just read over it and just grammatical errors.
that's
Yeah, but
as you
yeah,
said.
but as far as publishing, I self-publish, bro. You look at Amazon, they'll say self-publish. I ain't had to go to no big corporation to publish a book. Like people blow it out of proportion, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
a
about
flex too. I like that.
yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. You go to Amazon, it says self-published, and that's what I'm saying. Like I did that at 23 years old. Like now I'm thinking, what can I do next? Like that's my biggest thing. Like what's next at 24? Like
I feel the
January, like
same.
I have to do something. Like I have to do something so extravagant and over the top that me writing the book is nothing. I gotta come out with my second book. That's why a second book hopefully come out by the summertime. Like I'm really pushing.
Yeah, you'll get it done. I wouldn't even trip off that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that stuff is huge, bro. And another thing, I don't mean to interrupt
No,
again.
no, you good, bro.
Yeah, another thing, my mentor. I'm actually surprised you probably played in it. You probably just forgot. It's a tournament that happened not every year, but a lot of years. Past in the past 2 years, I don't think they did it. Or not last year because of COVID, and maybe not the year before that, but the years before that,
Mhm.
he would throw a basketball tournament at CVH. It's in Middletown. It's near. It's way.
It's right in my grandma crib. My grandparents used to live on Eastern Drive, bro.
Yeah, yeah, bro. He threw it, bro, and he would. That's incredible. He
Mm,
was able to, and he grew it so big towards the point where teams out of the state, I believe, was coming. And
mm.
that was just, and mind you, he originally it was just neighborhoods, um, Church Street, North End, Maplewood, just to give him something to do in the summer. Like
Mhm,
that's incredible. Like, and then I want to say there was a point where they were getting picked up by buses if you didn't have a ride. Like
mhm.
that's bro. I remember doing that stuff for years. I'm an adult now. I remember doing that shit. I'm like, yo, that was an amazing time. People being on Facebook talking about what team was the best, and it literally the dude he continues to leave his legacy, and I'm always inspired at that dude for a number of reasons. But again, speak on how important you think having a mentor is.
Bro, I think having a mentor is everything because there's certain situations in life where you don't have the answers to it. And
Mhm.
there's certain situations in life where you may not be comfortable in telling your parents about it.
Yeah,
So you got to reach out to somebody. And that somebody was just, I literally taught them about anything and everything, whether it was women, how to make more money, or it's a simple stuff in life, bro. Like how to become a better man.
yeah,
And when you have somebody that's solid like that, there's a difference between having a mentor and having somebody that claims they live a lifestyle when they don't really live it. Know what I
mhm,
mean?
yeah,
I've seen him live the lifestyle he's preaching.
yeah, yeah.
So
Literally,
in
I
yeah,
see,
I see it. I see it. So
see
when
that
he tells
activity
yeah,
does.
so when he tells me to go create a vision board and go look in all the jets and all the nice houses and whatever you like posting on there, and every morning envision that. When he tells me that, bro, I go do it because I seen him from a condo to where he live now, bro. It's like it's a formula that he's given me, that all I have to do is follow the blueprint, and I'll be successful. But
Yeah.
a lot of people, their pride gets in the way. Like they don't want to do things that is not comfortable with them. Like nobody, if you tell somebody to go wake up at 3 a.m., they'll probably laugh at you. Like, I ain't waking up at 3 a.m. I'll wake up when I feel like it. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
A lot of people, they don't want to give up bad habits. Like
Yeah.
if you say stop drinking and smoking for a month, they'll be like, nah, fuck you, I'm straight. Like I'm gonna just keep smoking my, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
when you doing when they tell you things and then you see like the results from it, how positively that affects your lifestyle,
Mhm.
bro. It's like having a mentor to me is like I probably would I would be successful, but I wouldn't be as successful as
Yeah.
I am right now
Mhm.
if it wasn't for them. How
Yeah.
was it for you?
For me, oh my God, I would. And crazy thing is, I even had a mentor like assign me when I was in like elementary.
Mm,
I don't remember the guy's name, but I remember like literally being able to talk to him about anything, stuff I didn't feel comfortable
mm,
about. And he would just bring me like if I didn't want to eat for lunch, he would bring me McDonald's. But that's little, but in hindsight, I still like remember it, and it stuck out to me because I'm like, wow, all right, it's cool. Like he never knew me.
mm,
This was just someone I genuinely just met. But to keep going, I also think it's one of the most important things is it just literally it sets an example for you
mm,
in what you possibly can do in the path that you should be on. And
mm,
then, like you said, I seen it with my own eyes. Like when we was talking about giving back or doing stuff, leaving a legacy, I literally seen it and just growing up in it. So who am I if this is my land? Who am I not to try to incorporate those things? And I feel like it just helped me be the man who I should be or want to be. You know what I
mm.
mean? So I definitely I think everyone should have a mentor. How do I think people go about finding mentors? Um, it's a good question because Malik he just happened to doing that program, but we connected before that. But when he came to the high school, it was just a thing that just fell in place. And
Bro, the crazy
I
thing
don't even know if he knows I looked up to him like
the
this,
crazy
but
thing is, I met my mentor, bro. He was my cousin's friend. I randomly met at a family reunion.
hmm,
Like
random.
what, bro? But think about it. Like what if I didn't go?
Mhm,
What if I just decided no, I don't want to go. I just stayed at the crib. I would have never been in the situation I'm in now. But so,
mhm,
like I said, it's all about the timing of everything. Like people, I don't know how you believe something, but I believe God's timing is everything. Like I know it's only a matter of time. Like you could be anywhere, bro. You could go to the gas station, get some,
mhm,
actually just go buy some Skittles at the gas station. You'll meet your wife
mhm,
right there. You would never know.
mhm,
You know what I mean?
mhm,
So it's all about the timing. I don't take that for granted either. That's why my time is so precious. My time is so valuable. Cause if I took it for granted, bro, I would probably miss half the blessings
yeah,
that God got for me then because
ah,
I'd be playing with it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I definitely know what you mean. Man, and I tell you, if like you said, if you wasn't at some of the places or you are at a place where you shouldn't be, I guarantee you probably missing a blessing somewhere. Because you in your back of your mind, you know, damn, I do have things to do. I could be working on this. Oh, and then I look by a thing by if you ain't doing it, someone's out working.
Mm,
I tried to tell my little cousin that right now he's interested in football and basketball. He's just into his freshman year. And shout out to him. He been working a little, or you can say a little. He been working, but we're I think he want to be somebody out working you. You ain't up at 5 in the morning. This dude he don't got no phone, no Xbox. He don't got shit to do. He working, and
bro,
that's how you gotta think. Like people who maybe don't even have no good kids, they got all the time in the world.
bro,
All the
it's crazy that because I asked somebody on my podcast recently and like he's a pro basketball player, but he was homeless at the time. He was like, bro, well, the reason why my work ethic was so crazy, he's like, because there's people out there that don't know where their next meal gonna come from.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they're all dependent on basketball. So when it comes to girls hanging out, none of that matters
Mm-hmm.
because they don't know when the next meal gonna come from. They don't know even where they're gonna sleep at night. So what
So
they gonna
we
do?
worry
Put
about
in
the
as
girl what
much
you eat.
work
Yeah.
as they can in the more as much as they can to get the efforts to get the most results out of whatever they got to do.
Mm.
So people that play around with their time, bro, it's not something to play with. Like that's why I've adapted now. Like I don't play with my time no more.
And I hope if you're watching, you see that theme that keep coming up. Timing. Timing is so important. Like you
Mm,
can't play with time. Like you said, tomorrow you don't know if you're in here tomorrow or
bro,
not.
you never know.
You don't.
You never know. So that's why you gotta take every day like it's your last day. Like when I go to sleep at night, I say my prayers and I get up. Hopefully I wake up in the morning. As soon as I wake up in the morning, as soon as I hear my alarm, bro, I know it's another day to go attack. And that's just my mindset. Like but people, like I said, people I don't think they'll really have that real life experience until something tragically happens to them or they have an awakening. And until then, they'll just live life like they just living it like there's no urgency to it. I just can't be around those people, bro. I just can't. I never found myself getting along with them.
It'll affect you.
Yeah.
Why put yourself in that predicament?
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
You already know. But like I said, I appreciate you. Like I said, even reaching out and even contacting me because like having this conversation with like-minded individuals, bro. You don't get to have this connection and even get to have these types of combos every day. Period. Like you, if you want to have these types of combos, you probably either and like I've told you before, people will only do something or people will only be around you until they get the benefits out of you. Once those benefits are gone, they're gone. So us having a conversation like this, bro, this is true, genuine conversation. Like I don't want nothing from you. You don't want nothing from me. We just spitting game at each other. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah,
just simple.
bro.
It's just simple stuff like that.
And to speak on that, the first time we did talk, I was definitely fired. I don't know, but it just like it
Definitely.
was kind of a mirror and inspiration. I'm like, wow, this he's on the same page. And then I learned where he was from. It was it was crazy. And then to even speak on how we I guess got introduced, it was all off of love. Like literally how I seen your page. One of my mans from IG, I think he had reshared it. And mind you, me and bro that I reshared it, I don't I don't think we've ever even had a convo like ever like
Mhm.
really wanted him. So I just went to your page and then I think I seen your shirt and I just showed love. I didn't know you. I could have been like, that's not stay smooth. Don't fly that. Don't. And and bro, he hit me up just off of love, like straight love. And that's I feel like that's just a testament how authenticity and real like if I would have never did that little comment of just showing love, this would have never happened.
Oh,
I
for
feel
real.
like you somebody I'm gonna talk to you forever, bro. Like the mindset is there. I literally learned from you more just having this interview. I think oh my god, it's the grateful thing in the morning. I may have to steal that. I love
Bro,
it. I love it.
I'm telling you, try it because when I used to never do it, bro, it's like things would happen at work would get me frustrated, and but when I started adapting and being grateful for everything, like even the little things, bro, just having shoes on your feet, a bed to lay in, you know what I mean, a place to lay your head at night. When you realize, when you start to realize how grateful you are for those things,
Yeah.
things don't bother you no more. Like a customer yelling at me at work don't bother me. Like I don't get upset because I'm thinking maybe she don't got running water at home, or maybe you know what I mean. You just never know people's circumstances. Like I see it all the time in Hartford. Like I get off the highway, dudes be sitting there homeless with posters every single day. And like when you put that perspective in, you start to think like, man, I could come home. I could come to a home where I have heat, something to eat, water. You know what I mean? I could chill. Like I got a cell phone. Like, bro, people really underestimate like how grateful they're, how much of a better predicament they are than other people. And when I started practicing gratitude every day, bro, I don't get bothered no more. Like I don't even get mad at certain
But
things I
can
used to
you
get mad.
imagine how happy you are
Yeah,
generally
bro.
about your if you just started off, I have a bed. I woke
Yeah.
up. I can walk. I can
Yeah,
hear.
bro, you got 10 feet, 10 toes. I mean, 10, excuse me, you got 10 toes, 10 fingers. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, you know how many people would love to have them? Like, you got
Yeah,
2 arms. Like, it's just the simple things that get overlooked every single day. And practicing gratitude, you start to realize that, bro, you could be in a far worse situation. Like, when I got in that car accident, bro, I could have lost my legs, could have lost, you know what I mean? Could have been, you know what I mean? But,
yeah. I
like,
was told. Even when you
exactly,
walk up, that's
exactly, bro. Like,
see,
in the,
I
in
don't know how people don't believe in God to this day. When you hear things or see things like that,
Hey,
I think,
I
what?
if I showed you the picture, bro, you would think like there's no way you could have made it out. It's just
Yeah.
real. It's just real life. Like, and the crazy thing is, bro, I read a story about somebody that, like, I played JUCO ball with him. Yeah, but I didn't know him personally, but I know I played against him.
Yeah.
It's crazy because somebody said RP this dude, right? So I looked at the same time, bro. Dude crashed a month later, the same exact way, died immediately. Snapped his neck. I think
Mm.
it broke his legs or something. Bro, he crashed the same exact way on the highway, crashed into the cement barrier. And I
Mm.
walked out without a scratch. I don't play around. People can say whatever they want, but I know, like, if it wasn't for God just having his hand protection around me, bro, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
It's real
and
life. I
I
won't be
hear
here.
things like that, and that would just let me know you got a bigger purpose, but you
Yeah.
haven't gotten to your purpose, but you have a bigger
Yeah,
purpose.
yeah, I got a bigger purpose, bro. Like, and that's why every day I wake up, I know it's something I got to do. Cause bro, I literally, and it was crazy, bro. I had somebody else in the car with me, and they walked out without a scratch too.
Goodness, goodness.
2 people in the car, bro. Bro, in the car is a total loss. Like, I crashed into, like, you know, when you on the highway in the cement barrier, bro. Somebody hit me. I was going at least 65. Somebody just came out of nowhere, hit me from behind. Bro, I was probably going to that barrier at least 90 to 100 miles an hour, and I had no control of the car at that point. The car literally just hit, got out without a scratch. I was like, this is crazy. But people overlook those types of things. Like, if I didn't have no, like, well, I thank God for my praying parents, you know what I mean? And my dad, he's a preacher, so he just always showed me the right way to show me how to live as a man. And
Mhm.
me, I don't take every day lightly. Like I said, I go to bed with my prayer, wake up, I'm thanking him for another day, and I'm just writing out everything I'm thankful for. Like, when you do that, bro, your output on life and your outlook on life just changed. Like, nothing bothers me no more.
Yeah. Oh, and just randomly, say what day it is and what time it is right now, because I
Shit.
don't. They not gonna get it
It's January 23rd and it's 9:04 p.m.
on a Saturday night,
on a Saturday night.
and you working right now.
Yeah, yeah, I'm working right now. Yeah.
I tell, hey man, if you watch them, it's the little stuff that makes a difference. Even though we're in a pandemic, it's probably not much to do. But trust me, I didn't seen enough videos to say
Bro,
we could be out.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you said, it's the little things. I have a job I can get up and go into. You know how many people that got laid off? Like, don't get
During
me
yeah,
wrong, my whole family got jobs. Everybody in my house got a job. You know how many kids I watched on the news. People had generators outside on their porch because they was trying to keep warm because they ain't got nowhere to go. Or their government check not come through yet, so they basically stuck and stranded. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand, bro. Like, this is not a time to play around. Like, and I personally don't take it lightly because I know, like, I know God really got his hand on me and my family. Like, it's true. Like, you know what I mean, people can play around if they want to, but me, after, like I said, after the accident, bro, I just knew, like, I have a bigger purpose, like you say, and not to keep you long. It's just I want people that's listening to really understand, like, when you believe in something, it's not a matter of what you believe in, it's who you believe in, and then knowing that he'll take you places that you never gone before. Like, and that's a simple rap. Like, all of my accolades, my book, my college basketball career, high school basketball career, bro. I went to Vinyl Tech, and look what I'm doing.
yeah.
Like, come on,
It speaks for itself, good bro. It speaks for itself. But
for
I
sure.
really want to thank you for coming on the show, for even hitting me up that day. That was probably God's doing his work, period.
Nah, for
But
sure, bro.
love
And
is
like I said,
love.
I appreciate you even reaching out to me and even having me on the show. Cause like I said, everybody's not authentic. Everybody from the city. Like you could have been too good to be like, oh, why is this bum hit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is he hit me up? Or I don't know this dude. Like,
Yeah.
but like I
Or he
said,
from
having that,
Maryland. I ain't
yeah,
listening to him.
yeah, yeah. You are from Maryland, but having that authentic energy, it's like that energy never lie. And I seen that from a miles away. And even from the conversation we had before we even did this podcast, we chatted for like 40 minutes, bro. And just keeping it real, we were just spitting game at you. We wasn't even recording nothing. We were just having a genuine conversation between two brothers, between two
Yeah.
entrepreneurs. And
Yeah.
that was probably one of the best conversations I had all year, just because it's speaking with like-minded individuals and knowing that
It's powerful.
somebody out there like you that's really hustling, getting it like yourself. And you from Middletown, I'm in Meriden, like, you know what I mean? Like you right there on the other side, you literally down the street, basically, you getting it. And like I commend you for that 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, love is love, man. I really hope everybody watching could definitely pick up on something. I'm sure if you have any questions for him, he'll definitely answer you, holler at you. Let the people know where they can reach you on all your platforms.
So basically, if you want to reach out to me, my Instagram is Quinn Mitchell II. You can contact me on my website. It's QuinnMitchellII.com.
I'll
Basically,
put
that's
it. I'll write. Mhm.
yeah, for sure. And then, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And like I said, I'm here for y'all. And like I just want to, like I said, even if you don't know me, you can still reach out and I'll give you any game that you want to know. Cause like I said, I had somebody that gave me the game, and now I'm here just trying to pass it on to people that want to get to this level or even get farther than me.
Oh my God. I wanted to end, but we got to speak on that a little bit. I feel
Mm.
like that stuff is huge. Like when you give game back, it not only sets the example, but it literally helps the previous generation. And
Oh
like you
yeah.
said, you can sell it, but this was given to me for free. Like I be where my mind is, I'm thinking like, all right, why wasn't this told in this circumstance? Like, because this is out here. Like, for example, I was never taught about the stock market. I didn't even know the bank trades your money. Like the
Mm,
money you put in your bank, that's not sitting. They're trading your money.
mm.
They're in that stock market. So
You,
when
you
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 see
ever
people talk,
you ever think why you try to log in your bank account at 3 a.m. you can't get in?
nah, I didn't.
I'm just being real. Like people think that's a glitch in the system. Nah, they in your bank account, bro. They you if you want to know what you if you want to know what they're doing with your money, you got to be aware. Like it's not a system. Like bro, I'll log into my bank account purposely at 3 a.m. I can't get in. I know what they're doing.
Yeah. And it's things like that. Like that's free game. And I'll be posting that stuff like about now because I never see nobody talking about it. And I'll be posting on Snapchat a lot. And I'll be
Mm,
like, I literally put examples of like, all right, for example, I posted on the stock NIL. Biden his mans who won the money, the treasury
mm,
per se, he has 53 million shares of this. So if you're saying this man who is president, the man who runs the money, if they're like this,
mm,
that is instantly telling me, all right, it's going up. It's
mm,
going up. And it was literally like that. And I just posted on Snap. I said, this is what this is. You can invest in this and it'll go up. And that's just free game. And it's like you can ask me questions. I don't never not respond and be like, no, I'm not gonna tell you about this. And I tell people all the time, like I'll throw you in a Facebook group where I'll be asking questions because I'm feeling you. And
mm.
then YouTube. Oh, I'll be watching so many YouTube videos on like pretty much everything I have business in, I watch YouTube video to get that knowledge, get that research. I mean, even then, that's a blessing just to
And,
have
and,
access.
and one last thing before we end this, I want people to know. And another thing you get your knowledge is from reading. I think a
Yeah,
lot of people don't really underestimate the books that or the knowledge that's in books. Like I'm reading a book right now, Robert Kiyosaki, The Cash Flow Quadrant, and then I have another one by his one of his tax advisors. He came out with the book. It's talking about bro how you could break down your taxes
yeah,
and not pay taxes and
yeah.
like you know what I mean.
I need that. I need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see the link to it because I'm reading it right now. It's like, and
Yeah,
I read it, for you to have a business. 'Cause I know you have your own LLC. bro, everything you do is a business expense. You eat, it's a
Yeah,
business expense.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
we put down on your taxes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But people not gonna notice if they're not reading.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I tell
So I think people really should at least read 30. Like my morning routine, I didn't mention it, but I at least try to read at least a chapter, at least one chapter before I go to take my nap again. You know what I mean? Just to get my brain flowing and get information in my system because if you like they used to say about us in slavery, if you want to keep information from a black man, put it in a book.
that was a bar. And I know a lot of, yeah, well, I'm gonna just keep it real. Reading wasn't the cool thing for a lot of black kids.
Mhm.
When do you think you got interested in reading, or when did that interest maybe like appeal to you?
So
When did
probably like I want to say when I graduated college, because I hated reading. Like I always hated reading, because
you,
even in college, even in high school, like the English teachers make you read like
yeah,
little
that's
book
when
there and
it
there. Like I always hated them. But it
mm,
wasn't until my mentor told me he was like, "Do you really understand like the power like that reading has? Like just try reading consistently for a day or a couple days and watch how much information is just gonna flow out of your system."
yeah,
So then I started reading, bro. Then I just started realizing like how a book is put together. I came out with my book. I was like, dog,
yeah,
this is crazy. Bro, I really wrote my book in like 3 months. Three
that
months.
was
I used to write from 11 a.m. to like 5 p.m. But just write every day for 3 months.
mm,
From that time frame, I don't get me wrong, I used to take breaks in between, but
yeah,
11 to 5, bro, that was my writing time. Like don't bother me. I used to have my door shut, right. 11 to 5 every month. And like I said, I only got that way from reading books though. I would know how a book is put together. I would know how to format it. I know how to know how to get a reader's attention. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But people really don't want to read because they think it's corny or they think it's not good or they're worried about what other people think. But
mhm,
y'all don't understand. If y'all read,
yeah,
it's gonna take y'all mental game to a whole nother level.
yeah. That's anything he said was facts. And I want to speak on that even a little more. And I want to bring it back. I think it just has something to do with you just being comfortable with yourself. Like, read, I don't care if it wasn't the cool. I still don't care if it's not the cool thing. I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure a lot of my friends, they don't go out there with me. I don't care. They judge me. It is what it is. I tell you, I'm comfortable with myself, and I know where I want to be, and who I want to be. And I want to speak on. I got 3 books that I'm reading.
Mhm.
This is the Bible. I
Mhm.
just, I just started the Bible. I think for the first like ever reading the Bible. And
Mhm.
it's full. And it's full. Probably a few months ago, starting in 2020.
Gotcha.
Um, and the Bible is nuts. It gets crazy. People don't even think. Then I have this book. I just got this for Christmas. This is by Dr. Claude Anderson.
Mhm.
Genius. You know about him?
Nah, I never heard of him, bro.
Oh, bro. This I'm gonna get you hit. For those who don't know about him, um, like economics, he's he's that guy.
Right.
He's that guy. He was even I want to say a decade or so ago. He was the only black person ever to be put in place to distribute money in different locations for the government.
Mhm.
So he was huge. And then he's a real one. Like this book is breaking down about why are we in a position we at and what we need to do to be where we at financially. Because out of every religion group, or I said religion, faith group, we're at the bottom.
Mhm.
This book is just it's just basically talking about it. Black labor, white wealth.
Mhm.
That's the book. And then I have Contagious. Why things catch on. This
Mhm.
was the book that this was the book that I actually heard. Um I heard it from some outlet, but it was facts. It was facts though. This is why Nipsey Hussle sold his CD for $100.
Mhm.
But when I heard that, I was sold. I was like, all right, so that like, I feel it. This is gonna be 100 too. By the end,
Mhm.
I finished reading this. I'm on page like 50, yeah, 57. We even did the little pink lines up.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, you know it's real. So those are the books I'm reading now. I definitely advise those who watching get on those same books. If not, even more. Okay, read.
Mm, I'm
Again,
tired
man,
of
reading is huge.
the power of reading, bro. It really will change your whole aspect on life. And people, man, like I said, if you're in school, if you're watching this or if you're listening to this, and I know your peers might think it's corny if you're reading a book, like I said, if you want different results, you gotta do different things. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be like everybody. Everybody else, you know what I mean, smoking, drinking. Go pick up a book and read.
Yeah.
Just try it. Just try it. You're gonna be different. Don't get me wrong. You may be an outcast. I was an outcast my whole life, and now
Yeah.
look where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By any means, I'm not even successful. I don't even consider myself successful yet. But
Mhm.
it's just my mind and my vision is on another level. And when y'all get there, it's gonna be none of the things that even matters to y'all right now are going to matter anymore. Because you're going to think, how can you better yourself to get to this level?
Yeah, that's a fact. And I think in that journey, you're just not worried about what others think because
Mm.
just doing everything for you and where you want to be and your legacy.
And,
So
and and one last story that I'm gonna leave with you that my mentor told me. He said, why is it? He said, why is it that people oftentimes are trying to impress others? He said, when you think about it, when you go out and buy $500 shoes, right? Who you trying to impress? For people that's below you? Literally, that's who you're trying to impress, with people that's below you, just to say, ooh, that's nice. He said, but I'd rather go spend $500 on a meal and have the experience that nobody else ever had before. Had
yeah,
that 5-star experience. Said, you can't take those away. He said, what are the sneakers going to do? Just collect dust. So when he said that to me, my whole mindset switched, bro. I don't even buy J's no more. You know what I
yeah,
mean? If it's not gifted to me, I'm not going on my way to get them.
yeah,
I'd rather just stack my bread, and when I get to that point where Corona's clear, I'm gone. You
yeah.
might catch me across the country somewhere, chilling. But it's like it's that mindset. You gotta start with the mindset.
I completely refuse to buy $250 shoes. Whatever.
It's real,
I'm not doing it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know. I'm not even gonna. I was gonna mention Kanye Yeezy, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
bro. I
Um,
got Yeezys on right now. You think I bought them? No, somebody got them for me. I'm just being real, bro. This watch, this Nevada watch I got on. You think I got it? No, somebody bought it for me. I'm not, bro. I'm not spending that on those type of things, bro. Because I mean, I'm not a materialistic guy anymore. I used to be. I used to care what people think, but
You
now
want to fly yourself, you
I'm
know?
good, bro.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah. We gotta talk about mindsets. I think we could probably do that on the relationship episode, but how they change. Cause I'm sure like you had a different mindset in your younger days. Like I would it just I mean, it's not that I wanted to. I feel like I was the man or whatever. But now I don't give a damn about that. What I care about is like you said, leaving that legacy, creating something, and then making bread, and then doing those things. Another thing when you said that about the shoes, like I'd rather do to take a trip. I don't yeah,
Exactly.
I don't care to impress people, bro. I'd rather do the experience. And
Mhm.
another comment on the books thing, um, find something that's appealing or interesting to you. That's I
Yeah.
think that's where a lot of not read I don't like to read come from.
Mhm.
In school, like all through we were reading books we didn't care for.
Mhm.
They were stupid. We never got to read the books that like, oh my God, I actually like this. No, we had to do homework or five. We didn't care. There are books that you can be interested in. And it'll be easy to read. Like even if you don't like reading, there's some books that you won't have you'll like this. You'll be surprised you're on page 50 and 25. Right? There's some they be interesting.
Nah,
But that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
like I said, I appreciate you for me even inviting me on the show, bro. Like I said, this was fun. I love to have you on my
I
show.
really enjoyed this episode.
Keep-
Way to start off 2021. I think this was my first episode. Um, oh no, yeah, this is the first episode I'm doing in 2021. I released the episode already in 20, but yeah, this is my first one. We started off amazing, bro.
yeah,
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
like I said, I love to have you on my podcast as well. And like I said, well, let's plan for something either it's by the end of this
Yeah,
year or the beginning of next year, bro. Let's do something for the community. Either we could go together. Like I said, I'll put my money up, put your money up, and we do something, bro, and just get back. Cause at the end of the day, I feel like where I'm starting to head, it's all about just giving back and inspiring the youth, bro. And if I could do that at a positive manner and tell them that they don't have to go that route, like they could go to college and become something successful, or not even go to college, because some entrepreneurs don't even go to college. They could just start their own business and write a book and do whatever. If I can inspire them to do that, bro, That's what it's all about. So definitely look forward to working with you, my G.
For sure. Love is love. Hey, hold us accountable. Yeah, y'all heard what he said. Hold us accountable. Even if y'all want to join or throw in some donations to whatever cause that we do in that moment, let us know, hit us. But we'll for sure get it done. We said it on here. We're not phonies. So
Not at
hey,
all, bro.
yeah,
I
let's get
appreciate you
to it, man.
100%.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't know.